Look at this site. This is 5 here at Trout Creek Campground, Madras, Central Oregon, run by the BLM, Bureau of Land Management. But look at how amazing this site is. Can I interest you in a national wild and scenic river? I'm standing here on the banks of Lower Deschutes River here in Madras, Central Oregon, and we are at Trout Creek Campground. This is spot 5. And look at this premium access to Lower Deschutes River. I gotta say, this is a particularly wide section of the river. I know the river well, and it's typically not this thick and wide. Look at this access. Let me walk up closer. You got your picnic table, you got your fire pit. Imagine you just sitting here and relaxing and enjoying this beautiful, lazy section of river. Come down here, and not really a shoreline situation. Like, this isn't a beach situation, so I wouldn't look at it that way. But it is a beautiful area just to sit and admire the gorgeous Lower Deschutes River. As far as sight lines, you do have 4 down there. I wouldn't say that's a deal breaker. That's a pretty good distance away. Based on where you place your tent, etc., you could probably create a good privacy line. So pretty private. Probably a bigger issue is you do have the road coming by right by your campsite as people mosey on by to their campsites. But hey, to have premium river access like this, I'd say that's a trade-off well worth it. So we're doing site 7. Trout Creek Campground, Madras, Central Oregon, run by the BLM. Before I walk through the site, I will point out you're right on the edge of the boat dock, the boat ramp. So you're gonna have a bustle of activity, a lot of backing up sounds. Beep, beep, beep. Could be a little annoying, but look at the actual site itself. 7. Good privacy lines. You're right on the edge of the river, the shore bank, Lower Deschutes River National Wild and Scenic River. As far as privacy lines with other campsites, the closest ones are over there, and you got a good distance. So I don't think any other campers are going to be your concern. Here's your fire pit. Outstanding canopy shade. Look at this. Massive juniper. And I'm digging how shaded this is, particularly if you come here July, August, September. It's like 90, 100 degrees. You're going to want the shade. And another massive juniper on the other side of this. So home run as far as the shade canopy. Probably the best here out of the 25 sites. Perspective, there's your fire pit from your picnic table. Let's go check out your shoreline access. I will say right there is probably a good place to put your tent, I'm guessing. I don't think that juniper's going anywhere. It looks old and ancient and hardy and sturdy. So come down here, there is your shoreline access. Pretty direct from the site. And again, this is Lower Deschutes River, National Wild and Scenic River. As it moseys on by. I wouldn't say this is a whitewater rapid section, but not quite a lazy river section. I'd say a moderate flow. I'm standing here at site 7 here at Trout Lake Campground, Madras, Central Oregon, operated by the BLM, Bureau of Land Management. And this is probably the best canopy covered site here. You have, as you can see straight ahead, direct access to Lower Deschutes River, National Wild and Scenic River. And you've got a great place to put your tent right over there beneath this behemoth ancient juniper. And I will walk over here, give a couple other perspectives. There's your fire pit. And here's another juniper, giving you more canopy cover. So between being nestled between 2 junipers and your shoreline access, I think this is a pretty epic site. Probably my one ding against it is if you look in this direction, that is your boat ramp, boat launch. So if you're a boater, hey, this is very convenient. But if you're just like a family trying to get a secluded wilderness experience, you are going to have that feeling that you're next to a parking lot and hear a lot of talking and cars and backing up and boats. And so if that's a detractor for you, if you're really trying to get your own swath of silent pin drop nature, then that would be a deal breaker. But if you're a boater, then hey, Site 7, Trout Creek Campground, BLM operated, Lower Deschutes River. Pretty darn epic. Coming up to spot 1 here. Long driveway. That's cool. And, ooh, I think I see 2 picnic tables. This is probably a doubler. Kind of the old model of campgrounds is you have 1 or 2 picnic tables, determines if it's a single or double site. This is presumably then a double site, considering the long driveway. The 2 picnic tables absolutely makes sense. It's a double site. And look at this. 2 picnic tables, Fire pit obviously behind them, between them, right there. And look at this access to Lower Deschutes River, National Wild and Scenic River. This is gorgeous. Love that juniper tree straight ahead, kind of framing the perspective. Come on down here, you're on the edge of the campground, so you don't have anybody this way. And look at that perspective of the river from right here. That is gorgeous. Get a long, expansive scope shot of the beautiful Lower Deschutes River, National Wild and Scenic River. This is gorgeous. I would probably situate my chairs over here somewhere, and you're right on the end of the campground, so you got maximum privacy, got your own swath of Lower Deschutes River to yourself. This is beautiful, my friend. This is epic. Look over here. So let's take a perspective from the campsite. So here's where you're at. This is your domain. You do have two right next to you straight ahead. So if you really want to be bold, if you have a big group, you can grab 1 and 2. 1's a double, 2's a single. And then you have this wing of the campground all to yourself. That could be pretty cool. You wouldn't really have any other campers in your business. The main road of the campground goes over there a little bit, but that shouldn't be too much of an annoyance. So that's my recommendation. Grab the whole wing to yourself. If you've got a double and you just want to do campsite 1, be on the edge, that works. But if you really want a huge privacy play, grab 1 and 2. 3 and 4 are a ways down there, long road between them. So you're basically capturing a wing of the campground for yourself. So that might be the best group situation here. I'm still reviewing all the sites, so I'll say at the end what I think. But right now I'm really loving grabbing 1 and 2 as a group wing of the campground play. Maximum privacy and maximum beauty, capturing a huge swath of Lower Deschutes River, National Wild and Scenic River to yourself. This might end up being over here at the end of one of the best viewing zones of the entire campground. I mean, this is pretty epic. Put my seats over here, a couple of chairs, Cabela chairs, whatever you have, and come down here and enjoy this beautiful river. Kind of a lazy portion of the river. This isn't a white water rapid section, but it's actually kind of medium pace. It's not a lazy slow river either. It's got a little bit of a sense of urgency to it. Oh, this is gorgeous. Site 15, Trout Creek Campground. And this one's actually right on the river. This might be a good one. You got your fire pit, you got your picnic table right underneath that massive juniper. And definitely have more of a feeling of privacy on this side. Let's go down and see our Lower Deschutes River National Wild and Scenic River shoreline access. Ooh. Going over here, dip my head underneath the branches. You got your own private access. Look at this. Not too shabby. Look at this. Good right there. Feels like you can just walk right into the water. This is pretty awesome, I gotta say. This is Site 15, Trout Creek Campground, Bureau of Land Management, Madras, Oregon. And you're standing right on the shoreline. Let me show you. Like literally, it feels like the trail just walks into the water. Kind of almost comical, but I love it. I'm digging it. It's a cool vibe. We're here at the boat dock, Trout Lake Campground, Madras, Central Oregon. That right there is the mighty Lower Deschutes River, National Wild and Scenic River. It's operated by BLM, Bureau of Land Management. This, my friend, is the boat ramp. You can see it is not paved. It's gravel, but it is matted down gravel. Looks very usable. Got a little picnic table on the right, little day use section you can use while you're trying to load your boat and launch your boat. And look at this. This is pretty darn epic. Whether you're fishing, whether you're just enjoying some lazy river, this is epic. We're here at Lower Deschutes River, National Wild and Scenic River, here in Madras, Central Oregon. And coming up to a pretty epic day use spot, but I always love stopping and checking out these placards. I will leave it right here. You can pause it if you want to read that. I'll get a little closer. You can pause that if you want to read that. We've got ethereal fog rolling down from the canyon, obscuring our hills. We've got the roaring and raging Lower Deschutes River moseying on by. Standing here at a pretty epic day use site here on the edge of Trout Creek Campground, east side of Deschutes River, Madras, Central Oregon, Bureau of Land Management. Got a pretty cool placard here, and I'll pan over here to the left. We've got the trailhead for Trout Creek Trail, which hugs the shoreline of Lower Deschutes River. This, my friend, absolutely beautiful. As I drove by, something about this sign struck me. Future generations will remember us for the roads we don't build. Stuart Udall. I think there's a lot of truth to that.